Okay, so the battery's running low, I better do this quick. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the XPS machine. As you can see here, as I mentioned in the last video, I was robbing pieces off of it. And just to get it through the prototype stage, which is getting quite far along. And I'll update you on the progress later. So yeah, one of the things that was an issue with this machine when I owned it, it would just randomly drop out sometimes. It would just not post, not boot. It would sometimes run the fans at full RPM. And it was a very odd occurrence because it would do it every now and again. Sometimes it'd be severe, sometimes it'd be less severe. Sometimes you'd have to just rip pieces out of it, then put them back in, reseat RAM, graphics cards, the like, etc. So yeah, and I never really did sort of diagnose it fully. It would just sort of go away sometimes, and I just thought, maybe I fixed it, maybe I didn't. Probably a failing on my part, doing my due diligence and checking everything. But that was a couple of years ago, and it's just now getting to the point now where the computer's fully disassembled, which I've never fully disassembled this computer before. I've never had this thing at this stage of disassembly, and I think I should have at least done it once, but I never did. So basically, this is what I discovered. If I bring you over here to the motherboard, as you can see there, that looks like corrosion. I don't know if it is corrosion, but it looks like corrosion. If I get you in closer and I zoom in, you can see little white deposits of something. At first, initially, I thought maybe the capacitors were leaking, but I did do a cap check on this motherboard ages ago when I had it, and there are no bloated caps anywhere. They could be leaking from the bottom, but I don't think so. I don't even know if it's likely or possible. I'm not really sure. I'm not really electronically inclined. I mean, like knowing about capacitors and what they can do. I know they can leak, but it's never really happened to me in a machine before. And I do know of a thing called the capacitor plague that sort of happened around sort of 2004. I don't know if this would have been in the affected range because this came out in 2007, but it's certainly a theory. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that now I actually retired this machine, because I don't know if this could have gotten worse, if it could have affected other things. I actually migrated all the stuff on the hard drive recently to another machine, and I'm glad I did that, because this sort of like confirms a suspicion I had for ages, that this machine had some sort of component broken inside it. And I don't know if this can affect the sort of like capability of the machine, like I mean turning on and posting and sort of like running, but it's certainly a plausible sort of like idea. So yeah, I'm glad I've taken this machine apart. I'm glad I've migrated all the hard drive stuff over. If you're wondering about the other parts, the CPU is in a wall display. I'll have sort of like setting up. I'll show you actually. As you can see there, we've got the 8800 GTX and a Sapphire, what was it, HD 2900 XT. It's one of the failed cards in the ATI released a while ago. It was one of the cards that sort of like it was a big waste of money for ATI basically. And I have a MSI motherboard up there with this CPU inside it. So yeah, that's where that CPU lives now. It's just in a wall display. Other parts, the 8GB of RAM I have in storage, that's just gonna stay there because I don't really have anything DDR2 that could use it. I might get into some AM2 stuff soon. I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, all the other pieces are basically in other machines, and sort of like, yeah. So I'm kind of gratified in my idea to take this apart. What's going to happen with the case? I'm going to cut pieces of metal out of it for the briefcase computer, because I'm making a top panel and I want it on hinges, and I think the metal backed with wood would be quite a nice look. So yeah, that's what's going to happen to this case ultimately. And I've even got this. Check this out. This is the little XPS mini view thing that was on top. Has a little screen inside it, and I just checked the underneath it a couple of minutes ago, and it has a little ribbon cable. So there probably does exist a control board for this that can actually sort of like input video, so it could be interesting to sort of mess about with. Apart from that, there's nothing really else going on inside sort of like around the channel and projects. I am going to be upgrading the ThinkStation, which is a AMD gaming build we done on the channel a while ago, till Windows XP. It's going to dual boot XP and Windows 8 because I already have Windows 8 on it, and I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5 because I want to run my older games, which are Windows XP sort of like only. And plus the fact is, the graphics card I have inside it, the 6970, appears to have DirectX 9 support, so it shouldn't be that far of a stretch to get it to work. So that's going to be the next video, and I'll show you the process. Next video after that, probably the Windows 8 machine, because I've finally started buying the pieces for it, and I figured out the issue with sort of like trying to get the hard drive to work. So yeah, that's what's going to happen next, and I'll see you in the next video. So bye.